AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Hi, sports fans. You're now tuning in to Chicks in the Sports, the hottest sports show in the A. This is your girl, the self-proclaimed sportsnista, Yakiri Thomas, with...
I am Lita Lee, a.k.a. at Lita Wins.
Hi, this is Errica Blunt, the sports diva.
Hey, it's your girl, Alicia Bostic.
Hey, world, it's your sports guru. It's Bonnie, baby.
The game will never be the same. Game on!
Game on. This is your girl, the self-proclaimed sportsnista, Yakiri Thomas, in the building with...
Bleezy. What's up, y'all?
Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Bonnie, baby.
Alyssa.
And we also have an amazing special guest. I mean, this young man has come far and wide from across the city to just be with us today. What is his name? Is it Emmanuel Glaze from the Crush Sports? Hi, Manny.
I think I want to sing my name, Emmanuel, baby.
There you go.
How you doing, baby?
There you go.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. This is awesome, man.
Awesome. Welcome to the Chicks in the Sports layout.
Welcome to our world.
Our world, yes.
Not Brittany Griner's world, but it's our world.
It's our
You're right.
I got
You're
you.
right.
I got you.
You're right.
I got you.
You're right. I'm going to let you have that one. You're right.
Now, Manny, we have so many crazy topics to get to. I know Errica and I, just brief, we were at the WNBA game, last week? Last week.
On Tuesday.
And, were you there? Where were you? Were you MIA?
No, we had to do the show that night. We had a special guest on, Sabrina Jenkins from the Atlanta Braves. So
Nice.
So we did have a representative there from the Crush.
Yes, you did.
He's 6'8", so he was there to help us. Thank y'all, Lewis.
Yes,
I missed that game, the first one I missed this year. So
Yeah.
Well, it was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a very good game.
Should have been there.
You ain't got to put the salt in the wound. The wound is there. I don't need the salt.
Look, he's not going to get on you, Miss Thundersticks.
No, he won't. I was front row with my Thunder Sticks, and I am not ashamed.
She's not ashamed.
I am not ashamed.
I'm going to let that go.
Yeah, we're going to let her go. But we're glad you're here with us, hanging out with us.
Appreciate
now, definitely, started off, let's congrats to the Washington Capitals on winning the Stanley Cup. Yes.
Finally, they got one.
Finally, first time, right?
Give it to him.
How many years is it? 44 years.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Ovechkin. He got one.
Amazing. Now, of course, I will say there was a moment where I don't know how to pronounce his last name correctly. I believe it's Ashi, maybe? Ashi? Okay. He said that after the game, he spoke on, the win, and he said that his dad has Alzheimer's, which is so sad.
Aww.
But tearjerker. He's like, my dad, he doesn't remember a lot of stuff these days, and he remembers enough, but I tell you what, he's here tonight, and I don't know where he's at, but this one will stick with him forever. You can guarantee it. It's so sweet.
Great story.
Right?
Great
Tearjerker. Tearjerker.
Really, that's what we're doing right
I'm
now.
just saying, welcome
Really?
to the Chicks
I
layer.
see. That's what we're doing right now. All right.
A little more emotion.
Yes, all day, every
We
day.
change it up. The Capitals won.
The Capitals won for the
Congratulations.
men's. But again, congratulations are in order. Let's move on to the NBA playoffs.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
done.
what was that?
What happened? That's all I have to say. What happened?
I'm in my feelings about it. I I felt like Brown on the bench after, JR messed up the whole game. I had a moment. Like, I just get in my feelings when I think about the finals. They're really down 0-3 right now.
For real.
And nobody's ever come back from that.
Real talk.
I'm sorry.
It really can. And I thought since they were in the land,
first of all, I never, ever thought that LeBron had a chance with the Warriors. I am a Steph Curry diehard fan. So, LBJ, he's cool, whatever. He does his thing when he's on the court. I give him props. But when it was Warriors and Cavs, I was like, oh, Warriors hands down, game 4, that's it. Like, it's over.
They were looking for Steph Curry on the middle card in game 3. It was all tarantula in game 3.
He was. Unfortunately, Kevin kind of had to show out for us in this last game. I was happy about that. He had 43 points. Steph Curry had 11.
Yes.
But I was still the whole time like, yes, Curry. Even with all the breaks.
Now, I have to give my props to Kevin Durant. I might not like him, but he did do his thing.
He did.
And nobody else on his team scored over 20 points, I think. So he definitely pulled out a good win. Yeah. And then even when it got close at the end, he came in clutch so that they would win.
40-footer. Shot a 40-footer.
He did. He did.
So what is your thoughts?
Steph Curry, didn't he?
I think it's over.
It's over. It's a wrap.
I hate to be that way. You got your heart taken out in game 1, and then Kevin Durant took your heart in game 3. Just too much to come
on
for.
Your home turf.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and it's a lot for these players.
Devastating.
Hate to see it. I would like to have seen. Game 1 was everything. And once they lost game 1, it was like, ouch.
Well, I think game 3 really put the nail in the coffin. They came out with so much energy. I was like, okay, Cavs, they're trying to show us a little something, shake it up. They had a lot of energy. LeBron even, had an assist to himself. I was like, okay. But at the end, I feel like, third quarter is always the Warriors, that's their time to shine. Kevin Durant pulled it out. Of course, Steph Curry, we thought he was gonna warm up a little bit, but he still didn't. But at the end of the game,
he shot a 3.
Yeah, he got that one in. And then I was counting points. I was like, so that's 5? What? He got his one in, and then Kevin came back and got his one in, and then I think that was really just it for them on game 3. Like,
I just have to say, like, everything JR does now makes me upset.
Why are we talking about the Cavs? They're losing.
Hey. It's not over until LeBron James sings, okay?
Right.
You know what?
That's
I may not be cheering for them, but he comes up when he needs to come up. So he may be in his own world right now, and, we don't know.
He may wake up. The Cavs are going to come back and win at least 3. They have to win 3 games right now.
I'm a believer. You never know what's going to happen.
The strangest things have happened.
There's no way, because the only thing that LeBron has on his team is JR.
I can't agree with you.
I hear you back there, producer, but
I mean,
the new saying ain't seen. They say now when he bring his purse and leave.
His purse and his shorts is the whole thing for me.
Oh my gosh, the meme is insane.
I know. I'm just saying he is a come up person. He'll come up when he's down. So he may win one game out of this.
We've seen it before.
He may win one game. He may
but
get one game.
Winning one game does not mean you won the whole thing, so it doesn't matter. Like, we might give them that one game because we pity LeBron and his hairline at this point.
Shade!
I'm sorry.
It's we now. That's what it is.
I'm on the team with Curry.
She's riding with Steph. She's riding with Steph.
I'm just projecting what they're saying.
Now, last week when we were talking to Ulrich, he was saying there's no hope. At all. And I feel like there's 1% just for me because, LeBron is right here in my heart. I hold him real close.
Where's the violence?
But, at the same time, you gotta be real. Gotta be real about the situation, and they are down bad, But I mean, you have to admire their fight. They haven't given up yet. All the games, you can't.
Because they
none
can't.
of the games were like a blowout though. So they fought to the end. You got to give them that.
They did.
Even if LeBron did it by himself, no shade, no tea. But we'll just.
I like the energy. I'm a LeBron fan too, but I know when it's over.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
Gotta be real about the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness,
they might give him the game.
1% on my iPhone.
I know. I feel like they're gonna give him a pity game.
Yeah,
Here's a pity game.
They probably want to end it.
I would.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I've played enough sports or I've played enough tennis games to know that I may be up and think I'm about to win a game or I'm about to win a match, and I go on vacation mode when I'm winning, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I got this. I can make some mistakes. I could try some new stuff out. I mean, I'm just saying they may be able to pull a game.
You never know.
Winning a battle could be just as rewarding
I
as
don't
winning
see
a
it
war.
happening. JR seems like he's a little, that...
Trash.
LeBron's face when he was looking at JR, like, dude, I was like,
he was literally heartbroken.
He was disgusted.
Did you guys see the footage on the bench after that?
Oh, yeah.
When they went to the bench, he literally cried for like a minute. I would have cried too.
I would have
that
too.
Was heartbreaking.
That was
He gave away the
embarrassing.
game.
His reaction though.
I did.
Yes,
it was very right.
As a former athlete, when something like that happens, first of all, your emotions are going, and you're like, dude, like, why did you not just try to score so that we could win? Like, are you trying to win?
And then
are you trying to
realize where you are, and you just go and you just sit down because I'm like, look, all these cameras. Let me just sit here because all these cameras. I'm not trying to show out. So it's like you have to kind of mask it, but at the same time, like you can't help how you feel, especially when it's a game you love.
Oh yeah.
So he has every right to feel the way he did. He totally gave away the game.
He did.
Thanks, JR.
Thanks.
So regardless of that, though, don't feel like that was one of your tiebreakers because you guys are still going to lose to the Warriors.
Yeah.
But
keep bringing this up.
I know. Sorry.
Okay, bring it up.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, we move to Katie and the hecklers. Don't want to talk about that. We move to that because that was games. Yes, we do. Let's break up all this.
I mean, it was mean.
Mean
a little bit.
What did they say again?
He was like, UT's butt.
Yeah.
Where's LeBron?
Where's LeBron at?
And he just kind of stopped and looked.
I love all the trash talking all the time. Especially with Green, I think he has so much passion. I'm just like, yes, tell him.
Now, he has an attitude problem.
He does. He does need to get checked at the door
problem.
for sure. But
he almost got suspended. He has 5. He had 5 technicals.
Yeah.
After the 7th, you're suspended.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he really cares, honestly. No. But I mean, I feel like that just kind of adds that passion to the game, and it makes you want to watch it. It gives you something, of course, for us to talk about. So, all that passion and trash talking, I'm here for it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
It's part of the game.
It's a part of the game.
And you know what? Guys can do stuff like that because they don't really have that emotional attachment. Versus women are kind of, a little more aggressive. But I mean, they all got a chip on their shoulder. Especially LeBron. He's got a chip in his eye, so he's upset.
And how did he get that chip?
Right.
I'm not entirely sure.
How did he do that chip?
Let's talk about that right there.
I don't know. I felt like LeBron was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
His hand just happened to be right there.
And
he ran into his hand.
He just happened to injure himself.
What he was.
Oh, wow.
It was just him.
Okay, you need to really stop with that.
Okay, I'm done. I'm
sorry. So, okay, before we end it, Alyssa says, moving forward, we got one more game for LeBron to come back, hopefully.
Yes.
The rest of us say it's a done deal, it's a
I
wrap.
think they're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
I have to sadly say
Justin,
it's a
you
done
say
deal.
it's a wrap too? Okay.
But if he comes through, I'll be right behind him. I'm telling you
steak
right
dinner.
now.
You want a steak dinner?
I can feel your love right there.
Yeah, I hold him real close. He right here. I'm telling you.
But
right
what
there.
did they say back in then? They popping champagne like they got a
I
championship
know.
ring. That's what happened tonight.
Disgusting.
So before we get off the NBA, let's just talk about how nobody's going to the White House.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
And then see, LeBron and Steph did unitedly say, we ain't going.
Well, I mean, off the court, they have no beef at all. I'm very sure.
No, I'm sure
I think we're all in unison that we're not
competitiveness.
going to visit Trump.
That's what they said.
So
interesting.
And I think it's kind of funny because even if they were invited or were not invited, doesn't matter. We're not going. We don't like you anyway.
But that comes on the heels of them uninviting the Eagles, which was, your thoughts on that, Manny. I'm going to throw it to you. What's your feelings on that?
I want to know.
It's the typical way this White House is working. They try to make the thing that bothers me about this whole situation. They've taken the knee and made it about being anti-patriotic instead of what it was really about. So this has been the narrative, and y'all know Trump has had a problem with the NFL since he couldn't get in back in the early '80s. So he's taking every opportunity. So he's a petty guy. He's the king of petty.
Okay.
So, but I think, why would you want to go around and be somebody who's toxic to your beliefs? So when Philly was like, I love what Malcolm Jenkins did.
Right.
He took the chance to do a press conference and just held up signs.
He did not speak the whole time.
Yeah. And so it is what it is. And sometimes you got to show this. Everybody, the joke is that the next president is going to have to go back 4 years and get all the people who won the championship so they can.
So they can have wow.
They should have like a big old cookout and everybody
come on,
everybody.
Come on in.
Some chips.
Can we re-elect Obama? Just welcome back.
Yeah, come on in.
Maybe Oprah. Perhaps Oprah.
2020.
That'd be fun.
I know, right?
Since we're doing reality stars, I mean, we might as well continue this trend,
yes,
so.
continue to, might as well.
Right.
But, interesting enough, I was, looking at what TMZ said. TMZ Sports said Lisa Leslie, and they asked her thoughts on everything, and she was like, Trump isn't about equality at all.
He's not.
Lisa Leslie, such a superstar of the WNBA of her day, and I think she still got it, right, Betty? Right?
Right.
Errica, what?
Well, against some of these new ones, it might be a little
Lisa
tough.
Leslie.
No. She's the bomb.
Okay,
She's the
right?
bomb.
All right.
Now she is
Every
the bomb.
time she walk into a McCain, I'll be like, "Oh, that's Lisa. Let me go holler at her."
No, Lisa's the bomb.
Excuse me while I go down there.
Lisa is the bomb,
yes.
But I'm saying with the new level of players we have and the kind of intensity they play with right now, 2018 might be a little hard for her.
It's a different time, though.
It's a different time.
I do have to say
pressure on
women's basketball has evolved because, when you're watching, especially men's basketball, they move at a very fast pace, which is a reason why a lot of people enjoy watching men's basketball versus women's basketball. Women can get a little more scrappy. We don't move as fast with the ball as well. So I think as years have evolved, women are kind of picking up the pace of basketball, and it's becoming more popular to watch. So.
They fundamentally are better than the men right now.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yes, we got that. Thank you.
They make up for in their
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're gonna see
I agree.
better picks, better rolls,
Right.
better handoffs.
Oh,
better
I
dribblers.
hate when I watch men do picks because I'm just like, were you trying to help your teammate with this pick? Because you're still moving.
Right.
But then I sometimes see some solid ones. I'm like, oh, he just ran into him.
No, girls just get it. Girls get it, and they get it fast.
We're very detailed. We get it.
They get it.
404-603-8770. Chicks in the Sports in the building with
Bleezy.
Emmanuel, baby.
Oh,
that's what I'm going. I'm going with that.
You need to say that on your next show.
Next show, I'm gonna do that same thing.
Okay, make sure you give me the credit.
I stole it.
I know, right?
Of course.
I didn't borrow it. I stole it.
I was going to say, you need to get a copyright on that.
Right, y'all need to go write my stuff.
Right.
It's okay. So you got Manny Baby and Bonnie Baby
in the building. It's for real. Call us. Give us a holler out. Give us a shout out. Twitter. Tweet us. Facebook us. We're here in the building. What's our next topic?
Our next topic, well,
what y'all want to get to?
Let's go and get this out the way.
No
women in the Forbes
I already
top
knew you were
100.
going there. I
It's
feel
just,
like
I was with it too. I was like,
blowing me. It's blowing me right now. What?
So apparently, this is the first time since 2010 that there has not been a woman on the Forbes list. And right now, the highest is, of course, Floyd Money Mayweather. In case you guys are wondering, Floyd Mayweather is $285 million.
That's just so much money.
285. First of all, he's getting his brains punched out every time, so I can see where that money's coming from.
Is he really getting
What
hit?
are you
I don't even
spending
think
it on?
Floyd has ever been hit.
Probably not.
Manny,
Not for real.
But physically, his body
You can't
is
touch
taking a
Floyd.
toll.
You can't touch
He's
Floyd.
probably been hit, but not for real.
You're right.
Yeah,
Like a
he
little
probably
love
wasn't
tap.
hurt. He
Not
probably wasn't
even.
too
A little
hurt.
love tap.
Well, I guess he was. That money comes from him punching other
They made a lot of that
people
money
by
between
side.
him and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Because Conor McGregor's, I think,
Conor McGregor is fourth.
Yeah, because of that
He's
one
fourth.
fight.
Because of that one
Just one fight.
So I'm sorry, Mayweather. If you want to recruit me to do this one fight for $99 million, I am totally here for it. I will strap up. And I won't even attempt to hit. I'm just going to get knocked out. But I'm good for that one. You also have Serena Williams was $18 million. That was last year. And she didn't make the list this time. And even when she was on the list, she was actually very, very low on there too. Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson are on this year's as well. So
Good to see you, Tiger.
Right.
Had a little struggle back back when.
Welcome back, my friend.
But the way they calculate
Waffle
all
House
of the
has been
earnings is basically based off of prize money, salaries, bonuses earned. Yeah, sponsorships, endorsements during the period of June the 1st, 2017 to 2018. So that's basically how they are calculating the actual earnings. But it is interesting to see that there are
none.
It goes back to what one, Serena was out last year.
Yes, of course, with the baby.
But two, it goes back to what women been saying for a while: equality in pay. And it says 100 people in sports. And not one woman.
Not one. But I do have this question. So, why is it that women aren't getting paid as much as men doing the same sport?
It goes back to
Hello, 45. Hello, 45. President.
We can just start with what we cover in the summer. The WNBA, NBA.
Yeah, that's it.
Ain't even close.
No comparison.
Women have to go play overseas to make money.
To make some money. And overseas, women are very popular in sports. And if they love them.
I'm not mistaken, I believe the average salary is $45,000.
45 to 75.
Yeah, for the women.
For 100, this should be 92 days. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah,
and I know that we talked about this a while back when it was the Winter Olympics. The women's hockey team, I want to say it was Canada's women's hockey team, and they were talking about how they don't get paid. They still have to have a full-time job just to be on the USA or Canada Olympics winter hockey team.
The only sport where they are actually matching is tennis. Serena and Venus fought for the equal pay.
You're right.
Okay.
So you're hoping next year Sloane will get in there and with Serena and all that, but other sports it just ain't the same. I mean, Danica Patrick's the only one really racing in racing, but she's not winning.
And she's done.
She retired.
So, and Madison Avenue is not buying the women's sport like they should. And when I say Madison Avenue, that's the sponsorship that we talked about.
Yeah.
And that's where they throwing money. Tiger Woods then had the world going against it, but he didn't lose American Express. He didn't lose his stuff and things like that. And they're not buying into it. Hopefully Serena coming back. Hopefully you can see things happening, but it is a problem.
It is.
You would think top 10 would be a problem when they said in 100.
100.
Right.
I'm thinking to myself, man, 100?
Like, not at all.
Right.
Not even. Right. Let me give a shout out to, mentioned by Maceo Hurd Jr. Would that be your other half? The co-host has run out of the room for them expensive cars, talking about Floyd Money Mayweather. And also he's saying revenue sharing. Yeah. He's all about that. And the money team is what he's talking about.
I am too. Hey, Floyd.
Hey, Maceo.
I just want 1 million of
I'm going to Las Vegas house. It might not come out.
Hey, Floyd, I just want one. That's
just
all.
one?
You keep the rest. Just
Floyd,
one.
$225.
But you know what? I will commend him because out of all of the boxers that have really made so much money and lost all that money, Evander, I mean,
managed to keep it.
Mike Tyson.
Let's see 10 years from now when he's not.
Let's see that. That would be great to see.
That's what happened to the box. I think Evander didn't lose his till after a decade. Evander was
making
kids. Yeah, he was making a killing.
Wives, kids, divorces.
And Floyd is very arrogant with his money too.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
let's see 10 years from now.
He's so confident that nobody's going to beat him.
I
but it's not just that he has another type of arrogance where it's just kind of like
I think
it's nasty, but it's attractive.
But it's true. That's the thing.
I think Floyd is concerned about his wealth. I think he's very he throws it out there like he spends a lot, but I don't think he really does spend as much. Because at one point, when they used to throw money up in the clubs, Floyd was throwing out fake money. So people were picking up the money like, this ain't real. So I'm thinking
that was me.
Right,
I'm like, hold on.
Making it rain, and then you go to pick up some money.
I hope I'm wrong, but the thing, when the fanfare is over.
Right. It's a different world, right?
It's just you and your money, and everybody wants.
So what you gonna do now?
I know.
So let's see. I mean, he seems smart enough to do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I hope that he will invest into something at least that kind of
rejuvenates
money by itself.
Awesome. So, well, who's doing that SMH OMG? Is it Shiobhan?
I am doing an SMH.
What?
OMG. Yes, okay. We got a moment up. There you go.
And so
wait. Your theme
I was ready to go.
We got a theme song and everything.
SMH.
Yes,
OMG
we do.
Moments
you got to promo that Manny.
Hashtag is your
yes, I did that. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I worked on that song. Very hard. Yes, yeet. That's my song. Producer credit. What? Okay. You not hating? You ain't hating.
Oh, no, I'm not hating.
Okay. I'll come to your show and produce your song.
Nah, that's it.
I think you want me to produce your songs, first of all.
I know, right?
Secondly, let's go ahead and when my track's on there. When my track's going to be up there. When's that track going to be up there?
She did it. You see who did it, right? You hear over there.
But let's hear it. Let's hear it, Bonnie, baby.
Okay, guys. So it's your girl, Bonnie, baby. You had to throw it out for me. He wanted to, like, tag in on me.
She stole my
Okay, so my SMG OMG moment, I'm actually deciding to kind of go in a positive route and not do so much of the shaking my head, but more of like the, oh my gosh, I can't believe she did this, which goes to Serena Williams. So she was absent because of her pregnancy. Yeah. And she wore this amazing cat suit. I know you guys see it.
Yes, she did.
Yes, and she was wearing it. Tell you, she was wearing
it.
So she said that the cat suit makes her feel like a warrior and a princess or a queen from Wakanda, and she wanted to dedicate that suit to represent all women who have been through a lot of physical, mental challenges with their body and coming back from pregnancies. She wants to show them that you can still be confident. I know a lot of people were doubting her, kind of going in saying, she wasn't strong enough. But she came out and, she did her thing. And I know that clay, when she competes on clay, she's not as good. But she really showed out, I think, and did her thing and was stronger than ever. Usually women that come back from pregnancies are stronger than ever. So I wanted to give her the, oh my gosh, girl, you came back and you snatched that too with that bodysuit.
So you know what? I'm going to add along an SMH with you.
Okay.
Just about Serena as well. She has a documentary called Being Serena on HBO. And I watched some of it, and a lot of people don't know, like, what she went through in her pregnancy. Like, she almost died.
She almost died. She had to have a C-section and everything.
She had 3 surgeries after her pregnancy.
Right.
Because she had blood clots from before. And she had a pulmonary embolism. So she basically almost died. And that was after she had her baby. It wasn't even during. So that's scary enough to birth the baby and then be scared that you won't be there for the baby's life. And then you have sports to think about. Am I ever going to be good again? So you can only think about, what she was going through at that time. And luckily she has a supportive husband and family, that was with her the whole way. But it's just, that's so much to, and that's just so much to go through, at one time where you're already having a baby, but then there's health problems along with it.
And there was people that were really saying, I think, negative things about her pregnancy and everything like that. So just kind of going against social media as well. I mean, she had to be strong, and they were saying that she wasn't going to come back and be the same. She wasn't going to be as good. I mean, there was so much negativity around that, and she really overcame just what people's thoughts and opinions were.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Shout out to Serena.
Shout out to you. And I want that cat suit.
Shout out to that cat suit.
I'm here for the cat suit.
Can you show it? Can we?
Yes, she can show it.
All right, so mannequins.
We can see this
Shout
cat
out to
suit.
the cat suit.
It is like a bodysuit. It definitely represents the Black Panther kind of movement that she's wearing. And, I mean, she really did look like Wakanda queen.
Oh, yeah.
We all purred.
She is.
She is a queen.
She is.
We all purred when we saw
And,
her.
I do have to commend Serena as well, too, because she is one of the few celebrities.
Oh, yes.
She is one of the few celebrities that, when her child, I believe, grows up and sees, like, what she's done and what she's represented, she's going to be motivated and inspired to be just better than her mom, And that's kind of one of the things that you want. When you look at a lot of celebrities, they kind of just willy-nilly do their things and they have kids, and I'm like, man, you know that your kids can Google you? Like, you are Googleable, girl. So I think she's just gonna be one of those where you're always gonna look up to Serena, you're always gonna talk about her. I'm kind of sad. Where's Venus? I don't really see much of Venus.
Venus supports Serena so much.
She
does.
I do
want to say that,
but she like sideline supports, and I'm kind of like, I want the twin thing back. I kind of miss that.
The feeling,
yes.
Back when they had beads and everything.
Right.
That was so cute.
That's called age and growth.
I know,
We're not going back. We're not going back.
No more of that. No more of
Stop
that. Alyssa, what you got to say about that?
Well, I mean, with a name like Alexis Olympian, of course you're going to have to do some great things in life. And yes, I agree. I'm sad that Venus is on the sidelines. But, I mean, I think, one of the last major things I heard with her was when she had that car accident and the guy died. So I feel like that's pretty traumatic to like.
That is.
Maybe I don't
and
know.
She's handling that very well.
She's
playing.
around.
She's just not getting it.
But I mean, don't forget. After their sister, I think it was their sister died back in the early 2000s. They went off the charts, like no ranking, nothing, and then out of nowhere they came back and they were like, "We want a number next to our name. Like we're coming back," and they came back. So you know what? Like I said, some people they're in their own world for a while and then they come back and they're ready to go.
That's true. You're always ready.
Y'all know Venus is 37, right?
So?
Okay, I'm just saying.
She's not trying to do anything.
Are you hating?
No, I'm not hating.
We have babies at 50 now.
You can bounce, but you can't bounce but so far at certain times.
First of all,
bounce
women
back.
that have babies actually come back stronger. They've
Honestly, I thought
cars.
Serena was going. She was on.
Serena can lift a car.
She was on point to win the French, but she had an injury.
Yes,
and that's why Maria Sharapova made it to the semis where she got destroyed in. So if it wasn't for the arm injury, she was on pace to win the French Open. So I think she'll win Wimbledon. It should be nice. She put on the all white. I wonder what she's gonna be wearing for that. Can't wait to see that. But,
Serena, she's the queen of comebacks. So I know she'll be all right. Yeah. She's gonna bounce back.
Even her coach says that she does things that are just unbelievable. That he feels like at the time she wasn't ready, and she's done it, and he's amazed with a lot of things that she's done. So
we ain't worried.
So Yakiri, why don't you, Miss ATL, why don't you tell us about Atlanta United?
Oh, Atlanta United. Let's talk about Atlanta United. They are really doing awesome, right? Yes. This has been an amazing team. Atlanta United, what more can I say? Manny, have you ever went to an Atlanta United game?
It's one of the games you cover.
I haven't gone yet.
You got to go.
I should.
Oh, my God.
They say it's really...
I hear the energy's amazing.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, first of all, when I decided to kind of get into Atlanta United, I didn't know much about soccer. But I decided to go, and I was like, let's see what this is about. When I tell you I was on my feet the whole time, mind you, I really don't know much about soccer. Like, that's one of the sports I've always tried, but I have no, leg coordination.
I have no connection to it.
It's just like, you can play everything else but that, girl. So I went, and I was just like, man, this is going to be like a whole hour of just, kicking the ball back and forth. But it was absolutely amazing. I mean, it's exciting. Everybody's engaged. The fans are engaged. You're always yelling. I mean, the atmosphere is crazy. And we have a team that, for a new team, is doing amazing. So I kind of can't wait for them to just develop. They're going to take over Atlanta.
They are. And they have already. Honestly.
Best environment in Atlanta.
Yeah,
best environment,
sure.
Yes.
Not even close. Even with the Falcons, 70,000.
Yeah, it's
nothing
not
like
even.
this.
And you know what? Unfortunately, Georgia, we never win anything. I'm sorry. The Falcons, good run. But Atlanta United might give us that whole, oh my gosh, we finally won something.
Well, no. We can say the Braves. World Series. They had that little
20
time.
years ago.
I was about to say, can you tell me the year?
20 years ago.
Never. There was
Tell me the year.
Right.
95.
In the 90s.
Wow. So what? I was like 4.
Yeah.
But again, were you even around then? Were you even around?
What, 95?
Yeah.
I wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
You wasn't even here.
I wasn't even here yet. I wasn't even here
That's
yet.
too funny. But my dad, shout out to my dad, he's listening. He works for Popeyes and oh my goodness, Hank Aaron owns some of the Popeyes. So I always have Hank Aaron balls and stuff like that. And we used to get a ton of it was great. I love Popeyes.
Me too.
And so we used to go to every single baseball game because we would just get these random tickets. And when I tell you I sat there and I was like, I am so bored.
I know.
But it was crazy because we were actually good and people loved us.
Yeah, we did. And that's the thing. I've always said baseball is not my favorite sport because it's so long. It can go on.
But it's exciting if it's a good game.
It
can
still
be
long.
very exciting.
It's still long.
I missed
it's
a
long game.
The wins won't even matter.
I missed excitement. I missed a good game. I'm like, where?
When is it finished yet?
And they're the highest paid athletes,
they are.
too.
Yeah.
And that just blows my mind.
That's where the money's at.
That's where the money's at. If you ever want, be a trophy wife, go
hit
get
a ball
you a
with the
baseball.
bat.
Okay.
160-something games.
162.
Yeah. They do. But again, shout out to the Atlanta United.
Yeah,
they roll on to the next round of the U.S. Open Cup with the 3-0 win.
And the next game in the Cup will be in the Big Bens.
Yes.
So make sure, if you guys haven't had a chance to go, this is a great time to go to see Mercedes-Benz Stadium and your Atlanta United.
Yes.
So.
All right, you know what? The time has come. Oh, we have a caller?
Oh.
No, not yet. Okay.
Not yet. Not
okay.
Yet.
All right.
Alyssa back there.
Now let's
Make sure you call us 404-603-8770. Give us a call.
Right
us,
now.
Facebook, Instagram, all that.
Oh, it's that time.
What's that time?
Uh-oh.
What is it?
What's that time?
5 for 5.
5 for 5. I love these. These are so exciting.
Five
They
for
really
five.
make me laugh.
So Manny, thank you for
Manny
being a
baby.
guest on your show.
Sing it
before
for
you
me.
do
Sing it
that,
for me.
It's Manny baby.
Yeah, we do that. We can do that.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
All right. Manny, shout out your show, where we can find you, and then we're going to go right into the 5 for 5.
It's the Crush Sports Talk. It comes on Monday through Wednesday on the Sensation Station Network and also on Thursdays on Rolling Out Magazine and
Fancy stuff.
Yeah, we do a little something. We do a little something.
Okay. All right.
Everything is Twitter, Facebook, Crush Sports Talk, Instagram, and we got a YouTube page. So check it out.
Shout out your partner, Maceo.
Maceo Heard Jr. and I, Crush Sports Talk, going on
I love the name
4 years
Maceo.
in November.
Young Maceo.
Young
It makes me want to be kind of
You
like
want-
that.
If you see him,
I like Manny
you're
better.
gonna
That's
change
Manny.
my
That's
opinion.
Manny.
He's a little old married man.
Throw it out there. 8 to 10 Monday through Wednesday, noon on Thursday. So.
Love
So you guys make sure
it.
you tune in and listen to Manny Baby. I want to start saying that, and then you guys
Hey,
know
I'm
where
going to
he
take
got
that
it
from one of y'all audio.
You got to call in his
Yes.
show the next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
Carry
"Excuse me,
around.
all right,
Can
excuse
we
me."
speak to Manny, baby?
Right. First of all,
I'm just going to hold it up and like, yeah, that's my thing.
okay,
like,
first of all, you got
it
that
me.
from Bonnie Baby, aka the Bonnie Baby. Make sure you follow me on all my social media.
Taking his shine.
Right.
Taking his shine.
Right.
All right. Okay. The 5 for 5
Go.
is upon us.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you were a crayon in a crayon box, what color would you be?
Black.
What? Black
Same.
is not a color. Why would you be black?
Negro. Whatever you want to call it. You want to do Negro?
Okay.
We can do that too.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
It
Why
does
did you
say
pick
that.
black out of all colors? Why?
Favorite color.
Black
It's
of
a
the
sweet
berry, the sweet of the
color.
juice.
That's a great color.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Who would win a fight? Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you better not. You better not say Batman.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I am
It's
100%.
time to see what Superman did when he came back alive. But we'll do that later.
Okay.
Okay.
Name one word to describe you. Mild, hot, or spicy?
I'm mild.
Oh, mild. Very.
I'm mild.
Okay.
I'm always calm in every situation.
Okay, mild.
Okay, Mom.
We see you. We see you. If you could have one thing during a zombie apocalypse, what would that one thing be?
My children.
Oh, that's
Aw,
sweet.
the
Aw.
What if the zombies take the children?
I know.
Well, no, I'm trying to protect them.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
They could be. I probably will be. But,
Right into
at least I could go around saying I had them.
Well, I had my children.
it was, right?
What a proud papa.
Yes, yes. When it's all said and done, serious talk, what would your legacy be?
That I created in exposure for kids to be able to see that sports is more than on the field, but it's also off the field and can do more than just play. You can do things, you can create things. So my path is that I want to create paths that can lead to leadership roles, and not only just for, but since I have daughters, I want them to be very big figures in whatever they do, and hopefully in the sports world.
Oh, love that. Yes, good answer, Maddie. Good answer.
Preach.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for hanging out with us. I think we may have a few more minutes after our WNBA segment, but thank you for hanging out, Manny. Go ahead, plug us in one more time. Where can we find you?
Find us at the Crush Sports Talks, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Monday through Wednesday, 8 to 10 on Sensation Station Network. Thursdays at noon on Rolling Out Facebook Live.
Love it. Yes. All right. Well, coming up next, me and Errica was in the building. WNBA Atlanta Dream this weekend. We got those interviews.
Y'all got to keep bragging about that.
Yeah, we Yeah, we do. Check it out now. WNBA moment coming up next.
Welcome
job,
to Chicks
Worry.
into Sport. It's Alicia Bostic, and I'm the chick who's here to be unapologetically honest.
Hey, Chicks into Sports family. It's Ulrich Johnson, the male perspective here, and I have a question for you. Do you deal with lines on your face, wrinkles, puffy eyes, dark eyes, or stretch marks? Well, if so, I want you to check out Nerium. Nerium is a billion-dollar anti-aging company that is changing lives around the world. To learn more about this great product, please go to ulrichjohnson.nerium.com. That's ulrichjohnson.nerium.com. Do it today.
Hey, it's Lita Lee, and you are now tuning in to Chicks Into Sports. I'm that chick who's going to state facts and give you the tea.
Have you been injured in a car accident or a slip and fall? Have you found yourself at odds with the insurance company and unsure of where to turn for help? Let personal injury trial lawyer Lamont E. Scott maximize the value of your personal injury claim by focusing on getting the money you deserve so you can focus on healing. Catastrophic personal injury, premise and personal liability, serious auto, truck, and commercial vehicle cases. Call us today. That's 404-671-9172. Personal injury trial lawyer Lamont E. Scott. We're serious about fighting for you. That's 404-671-9172.
Hey, this is sports diva Errica Blunt. You are now tuning in to Chicks Into Sports. I am that chick that's going to tell it like a T.I. is.
Birthdays! 8-time world #1 professional tennis player who won single titles at the 1998 U.S. Open, 1999 Wimbledon Tournament, and 2000 Australian Open. Lindsay Davenport turns 42. Tennis player who won the 2017 French Open title, becoming the first Latvian player to win a Grand Slam tournament. She was also the junior Wimbledon champion in 2014. Yelena Ostapenko turns 21. NFL fullback who played for the Jets, Bengals, and Giants in his first 4 seasons. He was a 5th-round draft pick in 2010. John Connor turns 31. Former NFL cornerback, best remembered for his time with the Philadelphia Eagles from 1996 to 2003. He was a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he retired with 47 interceptions across his 15-year career. Troy Vincent turns 48. Offensive tackle, who became one of the NFL's highest paid tackles when he signed a 5-year, $33 million contract with the Kansas City Chiefs in 2016. He was named as a second-team All-Pro in each of his first two seasons with the Chiefs. Mitchell Schwartz turns 29. Winger, who won Stanley Cup's championship as a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2016 and 2017. Connor Sheary turns 26. Former NBA player who briefly played with the Los Angeles Lakers, Cleveland Cavs, and Golden State Warriors in his 2015. He took a coaching role with the affiliate of the Lakers. Kobe Carl turns 35. Happy birthday! This day in sports, picture at Sports Lovelies, yes. The year was 1986, 40th NBA championship. Boston Celtics beat the Houston Rockets 4-2. 1986. This day in sports.
Hey, this is Mike Peterson, assistant coach of the Atlanta Dream, and you know I listen to Chicks Into Sports.
Guess what time it is? You already know what time it is. It's WNBA Atlanta Dream News, yeah. Okay, sports lovelies, you already know what time it is. It's my favorite time of the show where you go to self-proclaimed sports niece Yakiri tell me just to speak about the Atlanta Dream. Hello, yes, my favorite team. Now, of course, the Atlanta Dream opened a 3-game West Coast road trip Friday, June 8th against the Las Vegas Aces at Mandalay Bay Event Center. This is beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the game will be streamed on WNBA League Pass. The Dream is returning to action after ending the Connecticut Sun's perfect 5-0 regular season record in an 82-77 upset Tuesday night. Yes, your girl, the self-proclaimed sportsnista Yakiri Thomas, and E. Blazy was in the building To witness such a momentum moment, Coach Nikki's former team, and she got a W. Now we caught up with Coach Nikki after the game, and this is what she had to say.
Coach, how did that feel for you playing at the team, beating them at that 5-0, 5-1 now, excuse me, and all because of winning game? How's that make you feel?
I think any win in this league feels good. I mean, it doesn't matter if you beat the first place team or the 12th place team. This league is so good that you covet every win, and every win matters. Obviously, it's a big win. We talked about this and that. We got Minnesota because, Renee played for Minnesota. And we got Chicago because Breland was in Chicago. And so I just need players with backgrounds that have played somewhere else. So I keep having that motivation because there's no doubt that I know these guys fought a little bit harder for me today. I know that. I obviously have a great relationship with that staff. And I'm super proud of how they're playing and what they're doing. But of course, it's when you beat your mentor, one of your mentors, that's a big moment, So it's no different than me saying it was a big win to beat Minnesota because Cheryl Reeves is, if not the best coach, a great coach in this league. Every win is a big win. But yeah, it means a little bit more for sure.
Coach, the team is showing a lot more confidence, aggressiveness, energy tonight. Was there something in particular that you worked on in practice?
We took it really easy in practice. Practice yesterday was basically a walkthrough.
Okay, so that's it.
I think you're always trying to balance in this league. It's the first thing you learn coming from the college game to the pro game is that you can't beat them down. The season is short. The games come fast and furious. When you look at a game like tonight, when we had only played 8 players. I think we distributed the minutes other than maybe Tiffany's. But, you have to be careful about the recovery and making sure you keep them off the feet. So it was more about, we watched a little film on ourselves from the last game. What can we do better? We talked about just different things Connecticut was going to do, their high ball screen package, their early offense package. We came back today, talked about their horns package and things that they run out of their side ball screen actions, and so it was a lot more talking, it was a lot more challenging, to understand the scout, to understand the tendencies, and then certainly, it helps when I know every play call and can say ahead of time, okay, Tiff, you got a top block here because they're about to pin down. That helps, and play calls in this league, but you really know play calls when you put that playbook in for 2 years, so, and they run a lot of the same things, and so, I only kicked myself when they hit the 3 late by Strick because they run a hot-cold package, and they ran cold. So, and we gave up the 3. So, other than that, I thought we were really in tune with the game plan.
Now, of course, that night, the Dream shot an impressive 50% from behind the arc, recording a new season high shooting percentage. Tiffany Hayes led the Dream in scoring with 22 points and grabbed a season-high 7 boards. The Maris Dantes came off the bench and finished with a season-high 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Now today will be the first game against Las Vegas Aces, formerly known as San Antonio Stars, this season. The Dream played against the Stars 3 times last year, resulting in a 2-1 record for Atlanta. The Aces drafted the number 1 overall draft pick, Adrian Wilson, who is averaging 21 points for Vegas. Yes, Las Vegas, go team. Now, come on. You already know. We got to support our team, ATL. Stand up and represent. Yes, it's only one Dream. It's only one team. Come on. If I can run with the Atlanta Dream, you should be running with the Atlanta Dream. Let's all run with the Atlanta Dream 2018. Yes. It's one Dream, one team. Let's go, Dream. Let's go.
Hey, it's Lasia Clarendon of the Atlanta Dream, and you're listening to Chicks Into Sports.
I love you, Lasia.
Game on. We're back in the building. It's your girl, the Self-Proclaimed Sportsnista, Yakiri Thomas with
Ebleezy. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Bonnie Baby. And Manning Baby.
I ain't got to do it. No. I got to keep it going.
She knows what to do.
Representing Crush Sports.
Yeah. What's happening?
So what's going on over there at Crush Sports? Quickly, tell us what's happening.
It was a great week this week. We had the vice president of the Atlanta Motor Speedway there this week.
Love it.
And we had the vice president, Sabrina Jenkins, of the Atlanta Braves special things. And we had yesterday actress Reese Odom on. And I think what we try to do, which has been a positive month, is highlight great African American women in sports.
There we go.
That's the thing, because you didn't know that one of the most powerful women in Braves sports is an African American woman.
We didn't know.
She's been there 26 years.
That's amazing. Behind the scenes.
Yeah, but everything. So when the Braves don't play, it's her job to make sure events are held in Atlanta in SunTrust Park. So every event she's had over 200 events in SunTrust Park. So.
That's amazing. That's cool.
And they get enough even without events. Yeah. The bars and all kinds of movies.
Have y'all been in that area?
Yes. It's
gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful.
If the Braves game's at 7, you get there at 12, you ain't leaving till
you'll be there all day.
It's another day.
It's an all-night experience.
Great thing, man.
It is. It is.
Do that. So, and I'm on Chicks in the Sports, so that even makes it even better. That's how you finish your week. That's how you finish your week.
Right. That is correct. Now, Errica, could you lead us out with a quick story on relationships?
So we have a new athletic couple to highlight.
Isn't that lovely?
We have Lindsey Vonn and PK Subban. Not sure which one. Subban. We'll go with Subban. So he plays for the Nashville. I forget the name of it. Nashville. Something with a Nash.
Yeah.
I know it was a Nash. I forget, but. Yeah, he plays for Nashville. He plays ice hockey. He made a comment and was like, basically, it's hotter out here than Lindsey Vonn is, and that's pretty hot. And so he's been throwing little shots at her, over time. So they finally, started talking and everything, but they finally have gone public. So congratulations to Lindsey and PK.
Couple watch. Yes, couple watch.
They watch.
We watching. Manny, plug yourself in one more time for us.
Crush Sports Talk. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you want to just holler at me, I got Glaze 57.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
If
you want to hit me
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Y'all,
yeah, we're so happy.
What's
Make sure to come back.
I'm going to harass the heck out of y'all going forward.
Great.
You know how it is.
Yes.
You know how I get y'all.
And it's mutual. We're going to harass you, too.
Here we go.
All right, motivation.
I'm calling in, so.
Yeah. We doing all that.
Okay. All right, serious motivation. This is the time of the day where I get serious. Now, my motivational moment. It doesn't matter how slow you go, so as long as you do not stop. Remember, dreams do not come true until you wake up and go to work. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Check us out the same place, same time on Atlanta's 1100 radio station. Now, come on, ladies. Come on. The game will never be the same.
Game
on! Woo!
Can I borrow your followers?
Can we